Welcome to RiversEdge Today. I'm Marianne Fossey. I'm the producer, and I'm filling in for our host, Dr. David J. Rogers, while he's in Africa. I am so excited about our guest that we have today. I met her just a few days ago at an Aglow event. She was the speaker, and man, talk about spirit-filled and spirit-led. Tina, it's so good to have you. Tina Hamilton.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. I just love it.
I tell you, I just hearing you on Thursday, I was like, oh, people need to hear your story and what the Lord has done. Tell us a little bit about you and where you're from and what you're doing.
Well, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, born and raised there. I've been married 29 years. I have 2 adult sons that just rock my world still to this very day. I mean, love my family. I do believe in family first, but in order to tell you what I'm doing now, it's like it's so connected with my past because of just being in the area of being addicted and in and out of jail and just living that type of a life. It was important that I go back and bring others out. You know, it's not enough for us to stand up and go, look at me, I'm free. But it's important that we go back and get as many as we can and take them with us into freedom.
Yeah.
So that's, what I've always been involved in. But I love what I do because I love to see people's lives changed. And, it's such a visible thing when you can take someone that, like from where I come from, and maybe they've been addicted to alcohol or drugs and been living in the street or prostitution or adult entertainment, whatever. But when you present Jesus and all he is, and they see the light of the Lord in someone who has been there, then it's like the lights turn on in them.
Yeah.
And they're so ready to receive because they know if God can do it for her, I know he can do it for me.
Amen.
So, that's what my life has been since the day that God rocked my world, because it just turned me around. And, that is the day-to-day life for me. Ministry to me is not like separate from my life. Ministry is not separate from your home, and ministry is what God has called everybody into, because the day that you're born again, he said you're called into the ministry.
That's right.
Then that's the ministry of reconciliation, and that's ministry that's connecting God, people with God and with each other. So, a lot of people think you have to have a platform, or you have to do this, or you have to do that, and he's just saying, just live me.
Yeah.
He said, arise and shine, be that light that shines. And you don't have to look for a ministry. The ministry finds you.
Yeah.
So did I say that all in one package?
Hey, that was good. That was good stuff. Well, what you said about we're not supposed to just take it and here I am, no, Jesus said to go.
Yes.
He went and he ate with the sinners and the prostitutes. People are not going to come and sit in our comfy church and listen to songs and hymns,
right,
which is great. We come and we gather together, but the ones that are living in sin, they have no desire to step foot in the church.
That's right.
We need to be the church, not go to church. We need to be the church and go out.
That's it.
Tell me a little bit about your ministry, the Tina Hamilton Ministries. What all you do?
It is a 501c3. I actually did that because my vision was to have a rehabilitation center and maybe a transitional house, but that's long term. But in order to have someone, I didn't want the government telling me how to fund my program. So I made sure that I went the full mile and got the 501c3 so they can't tell me what I can and cannot preach or can and cannot do. But for years I've been involved in just rescuing those who have been addicted and human traffic victims, especially children. There's such an assault against our kids right now, and it's like what I live and breathe is to wake up and make sure that one kid doesn't have to suffer from either home abuse. And most people don't even understand that. I've seen it so bad that their own parents would sell them for a few hours just to get their own drug money.
Wow.
know, and you don't have to go to another country, which I do that, but to see that, you can probably look in your own supermarket and you'll see someone walking around that has a traffic victim with them. But that's what I like to do. My long-term vision is to have a place where I can put women and children, and especially those who are pregnant, and I want to give them the option and tell them that they can keep that baby.
Yeah.
They don't have to abort.
Yeah.
That but it's not enough that we rescue them or show them or give them that option, but if we tell them they can do it, we have to have a place to put them.
Exactly.
Like I can pull them off the street all day long, but if I don't have a place to put them, it really doesn't prosper anything. Because
Right.
I mean, they're just going to go back where they came from. And if you tell them they can keep their baby, then we need to provide resources. They need to know that we can help them with diapers and health care, and so usually what I do is just, I've got a list, or I help them the best that I know how. But pre-COVID, we were like really rolling, and then some things came and kind of knocked that off. But it's the ministry or the life never stops. I just keep going. I just keep doing as much as I can do. But now I teach all kinds of classes. I offer prophetic classes, and I teach in a prophetic ministry. I teach workshops on dreams and visions.
Wow.
So but that's the way I provide the resources of the income in order to do the other stuff.
Right.
That's
amazing. I love that. Something you said really stuck with me about when somebody comes to us and we say, you can keep that baby, we need to provide the resources. Yeah. And it reminds me, back in the disciples, they sold everything and combined it, and whoever was in need, they had it there.
Yeah.
And the church has forgotten that.
Wow.
We have forgotten that. We are supposed to go out. People don't care how much we know. They want to know how much we care.
Exactly.
I mean, we have to be the church. I've said we don't need to just go to church. And it's great to go to church because it says we need to not forsake the assembling of ourselves together.
Yeah.
But we need to go out there and be there for the hurting and the lost and the broken.
The church is the answer.
It is.
And I often say that if we don't provide the answer, if we don't stand up and do that, there's no one else coming. We're the last hope, because it's our job to do this. Yeah. And we have already, it's like the church got so, and I know we've come a long way at getting better and better, but, for years, the church has been more like a TED Talk in the mornings with like 3 little sweet songs, and then we go home and sit on the couch and watch TV until the next Sunday. But if you're not doing the work of the ministry, then you're really not doing any good at all. You're just getting fat and going home and doing nothing with it.
Exactly.
But you're right. We have to be the church. We have to be the answer, because there's not another answer coming.
Right.
That's it. We're the last hope.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, we're about out of time right now, but that's the thing that, when we are saying we're going to be the church, there are other alternatives people want to offer. If we're not there for people, they're going to go out and they're going to do the drugs, they're going to do the prostitution, because that's the people they supposedly think care about them. But really, we need to show them that we care about them. We are out of time right now. We will be back.